It's been a rough year for everybody, but I'm glad that we're going back to normal. I'm glad to see that everything's going back to what the way it was, and we're able to see everyone, all the city filled up with so many people all over again.
It's nice to see a bunch of people coming out now, and before the city was empty, no one was there, so it felt like, what's the point of me going to the city? But now with everyone coming out, it's like it feels more lively. That all these people are coming out, like they're enjoying their everyday life, how it's going back to the way it used to be. But of course, we always have to take precaution as well because the time we're living in. We still have to take precaution, be safe, keep each other safe. So then nothing will really happen. As long as we're practicing being safe around each other, then that's all that matters. As long as we do that, it's fine to go out and enjoy the day and night of the city.
I miss the city, the one of the best cities to go out and have a good time. Then we went to Bryant Park. And how was it over there? What did they had the stands open again, and they also had the big field.
Well, the big field was closed, so if that field was open, most likely everyone would be in there having their picnics or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it with social distancing, if they're gonna do like what they have in Domino Park, where they have a circle and that's basically 6 feet apart. Knowing the city, no one would really care if they're near each other because they don't really care about the pandemic anymore. They're like, oh, it's summer. Let's enjoy the summer, even though there's a whole pandemic still going on.
So a lot of stuff used to be closed down. Everything was able to open up again, like the stands.
Yes, before the stands were closed, like everything was completely closed. But now, when summer hit, everything started opening up again, which means the stands are open, which all of them are open actually, and they're continuing their businesses after months of being closed. Other than besides the stands opening, some restaurants that are around Bryant Park have opened, like the one near like the big public library. So that restaurant opened up again, and a whole bunch of people are going in and dining out. Well, they're dining in.
Yeah, and also like that, a lot of things were able to be open again. But sadly, something couldn't open, like the library. The library is still closed even till now, which is really weird because everywhere else is open and fine. So then it was oddly weird that the library is still one closed. So people would often just go in and out and be able to explore the place. It's sad. But I hope that at least it will open up eventually and we can go in again. Because I remember there's like always nice things to go in there to see. Just for like to be like interested in and learn about it. Like about New York. And then after that we went to Madison Square Park, where there was all the performers.
Once we arrived to Madison Square Park, there was jazz music playing, and that lightened up the mood for everyone in the park. So it made it seem like, oh, everything's gonna be fine. Just listen to music and enjoy the scenery of the cherry blossom trees that are more infamous for how pretty they look. So that lights up the mood for everyone in the park. That like everything's blooming, flowers are blooming. Like it just shows like everything is fine. Like there's nothing in a way to worry about, and then just enjoy the scenery.
Yeah,
Yeah, and just like the scenery, it was also nice to see a lot of nice things. When we went to stop by Union Square, we saw a lot of paintings that were up there, and a lot of people came out and had their stands up, which was fun to see because it's been since last year since I saw so many stands opened up with people selling all their merchandise. And Union Square is one of the best spots because you always see like random people from just always bringing all their new stuff and treats to take out. Like you even see people putting on their stand and trying to sell new merchandise for anyone to buy.
It's not only that, but it depends on what they also had selling based on tradition, cultures, and all that stuff. So every stance was different and unique in its own way for what they were selling.
Yeah, and plus a lot of stands were usually selling like either jewelry or maybe some cultural artifacts. Like something you would like to have at home, which is always fun to see because like people always bring like their different things, like you said, from their culture, which was always like cute. So that means other people can bring into theirs. And I like that it's so big there because you can see just everyone there just doing all they can just to provide for everybody else. It's always nice to see putting everything there, and as you see like other people just hanging out, just riding their skateboards, and people singing, and then you just see that everyone's just we're all like back, like nothing ever changed. Then when we went to stop by Washington Square Park, it really took a turn because we saw everyone out and about, living their lives just like all normal. Everyone was still wearing most of them were wearing masks, which was good. And it was fun to see. I haven't been seeing a group of people all together to catch and listen to music and see dancing. It was fun to see because it's been a while since we've seen that before. And even crazy when we saw people doing random things and random dancing. And even the crazy people that were wearing the TVs on their heads. It just felt nice because it was like a long day that dragged on until the end. And we were able to see all the nice things from Manhattan in Washington Square Park. As we went on, and as we kept going, it got dark soon, but it's still up to see New York at this time.
So as the sun was setting, everything looks nicer when it's close to dark. It's more like it feels more alive when the city is in like it's nighttime in the city. It's like it brings back like an old nostalgia of how a lot of people used to go out a lot. There was crowds of people, and that recreating that again after a year sets like a nostalgic moment, remembering how it used to be.
It felt nice. It was a little drawbacking because I haven't. It's been too uncomfortable being near a lot of people and groups, and giant ass groups. But over time, I forget about it because it's just we're just going back to normal. Everyone's still being safe. We're still being safe and careful around everybody. But it's still good though. It's fun to go to the city and see everyone all lively and about. It's just like before everything happened and everything changed. But it was still nice though because you get to see all the new stuff people are trying to do. You see all the people dancing, all the new street performers that you're trying to do earn cash. It's always fun to see.
Yes, it sets the mood for how every night goes in the city and how it could still happen, even though the circumstances is not wide, but still, it's still it's still a good thing to enjoy life while we have it and enjoy everything what people bring or show other people with their performances and all that stuff. So it makes you feel like, oh, everything is fine.
Yeah, so it's basically like we never left. Everyone was still here, everyone was still around. It's just no one has come to the city and been a big group in such a long time because everything changed one day and then it became all empty and now we're all back. Everything is full. Everyone's here. Everyone's look like they're having a good time even though we're still trying to be strong through all this. It's so good to see. You even love to see that even though we've been through a lot, New York's still the same, and it always has something new. It'll never change because New York's always forever.